When people talk about performance, they usually talk about speed. And yes, a privilege might surprise you.
I was going to be happy with 7 knots, and we're continuously seeing 8, 8.5, 9, without even really well-trimmed sails yet. You know, I'm still an amateur, so I think somebody that really knows what they're doing could get a little more speed out of this boat.
We're doing like half of wind speed here. So true wind speed, according to my instruments, is 12 knots, and I'm doing 7 knots boat speed apparently. So that's pretty good performance.
If you are sailing the proper sail, you can achieve nice performance in cruising.
I think we had like 18 to 20 knots of wind, and with a reach we were doing like 10 knots, like nice flat water. 10 knots is comfortable.
For a blue water cruising catamaran, those are serious numbers. But speed alone does not define performance. Because offshore, performance is measured differently. Not in seconds, but in days. Not in peak speed, but in real distance. Not in perfect conditions, but in changing ones.
It's a performance boat for long distance passage making.
So in rough conditions, that when you are offshore for a long time, that's the normal thing. So you will have some rough days. So it's really nice to be able to close everything and just be protected from the elements and being dry, and that's really nice.
The special thing about Privilège is it's really a luxurious boat. It's somewhere that you can live comfortably. It's somewhere that you can spend a long time on board. You know, we live on board year round, and it's comfortable.
A boat that allows you to keep sailing efficiently, even when conditions are not ideal, is a boat that truly performs. Real performance means being able to use the boat's potential, with confidence, with control, and with a small crew.
And the thing that makes the difference to me is the cockpit configuration. So you are able to do everything from here. You don't need to go outside. You only need to go out of here in order to hoist a spinnaker. And especially the good thing also is that you have the Code Zero full-time installed, so you can deploy it from here easy. You don't need to do nothing.
Performance also comes from how a boat feels in the water. Solid, stable, predictable, built to keep moving efficiently, mile after mile.
The Privilège, it's a solid boat, and you can feel that it's solid. You know, they're famous for being quiet down below, so they're very like rigid and built strongly, and not like flexing all over the place. My feeling with Privilège is that they don't cut corners. They take like real craftsmanship and pride with what they're doing.
Because comfort is not the opposite of performance. Comfort keeps the crew focused. Comfort keeps the boat moving. Comfort increases real average speed. And then there is another important factor, configuration. Because the right sail setup transforms the character of the boat.
I mean, I have the IFS, I have the Genoa, I have the mainsail, I have the staysail, we have the Batman sail, everything's on electric furlers.
The Code Zero really sets the boat on fire, you know, really adds to the performance. So really exciting, especially if you're sailing around somewhere like the Mediterranean where you can have very light winds. You definitely need it if you don't want to be using the engines.
It's not a light boat, so in order to obtain, to achieve performance, you have to have the right sail. It's not like other performance boats. They are light, so they can achieve better performance with smaller sails. In this boat, you need to have, in light wind, you need to have big sail or asymmetric or Code Zero or Jennaker, and then you can achieve speed.
We went from an 88 to a 106 meter main, and it's proved to be worth every cent. I mean, the boat appears to sail about a knot to a knot and a half faster than a standard Privilege.
I definitely recommend like a trade wind sail if you were doing offshore passage making. Trade wind sail, it's like, or Batman sail they call it. It rolls, but it rolls as like two wings. So that's definitely like would be on my wish list to have one of them.
A Privilege is designed to reward the right sail choices, and when properly equipped, the performance becomes very visible. Fast enough to cover serious distance, efficient enough to keep moving consistently, powerful enough to surprise many who have never sailed one. So yes, a Privilege is fast, especially for a blue water cruising catamaran. But performance means more than speed alone.
Privilege is a nice compromise. It's good performance, so you can cover lots of distance, but also with all the luxury and the comfort that comes along with it. So it's that sweet spot for me.
So yeah, there's a little racing in me, you know, it's in my blood. If I can go fast, I will. I didn't buy this boat to go fast. I bought this boat for safety, comfort, and you know, just build quality. If I get speed out of it too, then I couldn't be happier.
Performance is the ability to keep sailing efficiently across oceans. Performance is confidence in the structure beneath your feet. Performance is control when conditions change. Performance is comfort that allows the crew to keep going. And yes, performance is also speed. The true performance of a Privilege is the rare ability to combine all of it in one yacht.